play Fat Princess. Hello, my name is Firesight, and today I'll be starting a video series talking about video games in the past that I played. I'll be going over my past experience, what I liked, disliked, and so on and so forth. This isn't really a review of the game, but just me talking unscripted and remembering off the top of my head anything I can about it and what I played about it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, be sure to give it a like. I'm planning on making this like a regular thing here on the channel, and any support would greatly appreciate. So how this is going to work is I'm probably going to do like information first about the game I'm talking about, so anybody who hasn't heard about the game or anybody who needs like a little refresher about it, they'll have that information at the front, and then after that I'll go in and I'll talk about my own experiences about the game and how I felt overall. That'll be the unscripted part, so that'd be like just me talking off the top of my head and everything. So without that, I'll do the information first. So, Fat Princess is an action real-time strategy video game developed by Titan Studios, and it was published by Sony Computer Entertainment and all that stuff. It was made for the PS3, and it was released in July 30th, 2009, and in Japan on December 25th of the same year. Basically, it's a multiplayer game for about 32 people with a basic goal of just rescuing the princess, as the name says. You basically have the red team, blue team, and then you're basically doing like this little capture the flag type of game. Basically, but the flag is the princess. And the goal mainly is just to get your princess over to your castle. That's the main gist of it. That's the very brief summary about the main goal of the whole game. There are a few different modes, like Legend of the Fat Princess is the story mode. I never touched that, so you know, whoever played that can tell me. Can you please tell me the story about it, because I don't know what the story it is. Basically the main one was Rescue the Princess. That's the main game of the actual game itself. Basically you have your team, if you're red, blue, whatever. Your goal is to get the princess from the other person's team, the other person's castle, to your castle. And then whoever gets the princess on that castle, wait for like 3 seconds, I believe, and you'll win the game. Next, you have Team Deathmatch. If you play Call of Duty, that's basically what it is. You know, princess, you just is first to whatever. Kill to get whatever. Invasion. This is the one where you have to capture command posts. I never played this one, but if your team patrols 50% of the outposts, which are these little things that you have scattered around the map, that serve as little places where you can put wood and iron that you use to upgrade your classes and your catapults and all that stuff. You have to have those captured, and if you have 50% or more of those, you win the game. Snatch and grab. I never played this one, but apparently it seems like it's the same thing as Rescue the Princess. However, both princes already have their princesses, so the main object is to capture the other person's princess. Basically, it's the opposite of Rescue the Princess. That's what I'm getting at. So you steal the other princess from the other game. And then I guess Cream Rule. I never played this one either. This is a special game mode it's like a soccer map. There is no princess. There's just machines, and then I guess the main goal really here is it's like a soccer ball game. I don't know. I never played it. Then I guess the next one was Gladiate. This is basically a solo game instead of a team player. Basically, you choose a map, you choose a hat, and then you just go at it. The 12 rounds, whoever wins the rounds wins the game. So those are the game modes. Honestly, I didn't really care for most of these game modes when I was playing. I only played about Rescue the Princess and maybe Team Deathmatch. That's the only two I played. More so in Rescue the Princess. What else? Basically, you have classes in the game. They range from Villager, Worker, Priest, Ranger, Mage, and Warrior. And you have 3 downloadable ones for Pirate, Ninja, and Giant. I never got the Giant one, actually. I really wish I could, and the Pirate and Ninja, but at the time when I first played the game, which was like later in the year, definitely post-release. I started playing this game way too late, honestly, in my opinion. Wish I would have played it earlier. But mainly, you have these 6 characters and all the upgrades you can do. They each have one upgrade I think the villager was for the bomber. Priest became a better priest. The ranger gets the gun. Mage is a stronger mage, and the warrior goes from sword to a lancer. So it was the basic upgrades and all that stuff. In order to upgrade, like I said, and mentioning the game modes, you basically have to get these woods and ores, which was around here, around the map. Basically, you had to use the worker though to get most of it, because the worker was the best role to get them. You pick them up, and then you just throw them into the outpost or whatever, and you'll use that to either upgrade your hats, your catapult, or your doors, because the doors can be broken down by enemies, and you'll need wood in order to actually fix them, and you need the ore in order to fix the catapult and all that stuff. Like each separate hat needed a different type of amount of wood and ore in order to upgrade. So that's pretty cool. So you basically had to juggle between rescuing the princesses, if you're doing a rescue princess or team deathmatch or whatever game mode you're playing, and have somebody or a group of people actually be able to upgrade your stuff. So it was a balancing act between the two. What else? Some more information. They did release a PSP version of the game called Fat Princess Fistful of Cake. I never played it. It was made by Supervillain Studios, blah blah blah, all that stuff, in March 2010, so like a year afterwards. They had the same amount of stuff on it, except they had different things. They had Demolition, Dilapidation, Grim Reaper, and Jailbreak. Though with the new game modes you can play, I have no details about those. I never really played them. And then they did release a second game, but I'll go more into that about the unscripted part. But that was a brief summary about the whole game, honestly. It's a fun game. Basically, it's a very simplistic game, honestly. Nothing major. Just two teams, and then you just go at it in various game modes. And with that, we'll move on to my unscripted section, which honestly just kind of also sound like unscripted, but you know, whatever. So we'll move on to that. Okay, now we're into my unscripted section. This is where I just talk about my own experience. Off the top of my head, as best I can remember, I played this game back in, I think, 2012, maybe. I believe. I think. If I'm remembering correctly. It was a while. I think I definitely played it randomly. I think one day, me and my brother, Nick, that's my younger brother, who used Nick as his name. He'll be in a lot of these videos, actually. So just remember the name Nick. So I think me and Nick was just playing around on the PS3 or whatever. I think I found the game randomly one day, and I was like, you know, let's just play this game. So we started playing it, and we immediately started having a lot of fun with the game. We were playing hours on this damn game all night, and we really, honestly, we started out. Funny enough, we started out playing as the warriors. That was the story guides, right? So we thought at first we thought the workers were trash. We thought the workers was like, okay, who cares about the? We just trying to get in there and kill the people. You know what I'm saying? Like the main goal maybe was try to get the princess, but we were really trying to just kill everyone. We were playing like Call of Duty. And then I think at one point I started using the worker because I needed wood and ore to upgrade the warrior, and no one was playing warrior. I mean, no one was playing worker. So I was like, you know what? I don't play worker. Okay, whatever. So I started playing worker, right? And I'm here and there. I'm in the bushes. I'm in the trees. I'm over here dodging and rolling, trying to get past the blue team. You know, your thing I mostly play on the red team. If I remember correctly, yeah, I mostly played on the red team. But I don't know if it was blue team or red team. But I mostly played on the right side. Which I don't know why exactly. I don't know if it was like whatever playing you're the red team in your eyes, or you're the blue team. I don't know. I never caught on to that. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Either way, got to what I was saying about the worker. So I'm the worker, right? I'm over there, get my little axe. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there chopping wood. I'm chopping wood, chopping ore. Yeah, I'm chopping ore. I don't have a pickaxe. I'm chopping ore. Jumping off the thing. We played on the main map. We never bought the DLC. We never played on the different maps, and most of the maps was just main grass map, like grassy-ish grass map that 2 castles on both sides, and you have the one bridge in the middle, and you had like the ore on top, and you had like the trees scattered around to the right side, and you had the giant like lake at the bottom. So basically, I'm a worker, right? And the minute I upgraded to the bomber, I started going crazy, right? I was throwing bombs left and right. I was really in there. I was really killing more people than the warriors and the mages and the rangers, right? They was over there supporting fire for me. I'm over there in the front lines, getting what needs to be done over here, like getting everybody out the way, killing people, getting the princess, and all that stuff. And the thing about the warrior, and the mages and all that stuff is, they had like every class had like a special like ability, if I remember correctly. I don't know which ones they all had. You can charge up most of the skills. You can kind of do like the sword guy. I think sword had like a charge attack. You charge it up and you like run forward. And I think the lance, no, either that or you got to spin. And I think the lancers had the charge attack where you charge forward if you charge it up. And I think mage can do more like fire bolts or whatever. And I think range had you think if you charge up your gun or whatever, or your arrow, then you can fight like maybe with 2 or 3, if I remember correctly. But the worker, right? You can switch between hats within your class. So you can change from worker to bomber, whatever, I believe. And then the worker has the ability to repair stuff, right? So basically, if you're the worker, what you would do is you'll bypass everybody like you're a ninja, right? You'll bypass everybody, because everybody's trying to kill each other. Everybody's not focused on the princess at the time. So the worker, being me, I'm over there infiltrating like I'm Batman. Like I'm in the castle, right? So I get near the other castle, right? And if it's this little section at the bottom of everybody's castle where you can, if you're a worker, you can make a springboard. You know those Sonic springboards? Yeah, you can make a springboard where you can jump into the other person's castle and get the princess out. Now the killer part about this was, you're mostly doing this solo. At least in my case, I'm mostly doing this solo. So I'm basically making this catapult by myself. Not the catapult, making this jumper thing by myself, right? Get it inside the thing, trying to beat the princess Cake. But the problem with that is, she's fat. So when she's fat, she's heavier to lift, and that's bad. So the thing is, as if you're a red team, you'll feed the blue princess Cake. So she's fatter, so she's heavier. So whoever had them, you have to hold them, and then you have to carry them, physically carry them to the place. You can't just automatically just get them and then you just warp over there. You have to actually carry them to the different castle, to your castle. So my problem was, as the worker was, I'll get in there and the prince is fat, right? My red prince was fat. I'm like, oh god, I gotta carry this big lady out of here. And there's this little well, right? There's this sewer well. So if you can break that, you can get your princess out of the castle and you can pop up at the lake. That's the best part. Only problem is, the thing alerts who's ever in the castle that your princess is being stolen. So as soon as I got into the castle, the blue team was on my ass, right? They were gunning for me, bro. I'm over there weaving and dodging arrows and magic attacks, trying to get the princess out. Meanwhile, my team over there, not even breaking the wall down. I'm like, where are y'all at? I'm over there struggling. So I'm dying every time. So then, what I do is, I'll go get a catapult, right? So it's a catapult in every castle, right? It's at the top near the throne room, near the throne. So you have to get like a certain amount of ores and wood about that. So you get those. And what I will do is I'll get those, get the catapult ready, and there's this little magic thing called it's like chicken thing, right? You get the chicken, you get this little chicken bottle, right? You get the chicken bottle, you put it. What you would do is you'll take it with you, hit the catapult, and you and 3 other people. Because once you got the catapult, I don't know what it is, but everybody became like a hive mind. They were like this, oh, the catapult's ready, so we gotta get on the catapult. So everybody, so it'll be me and 3 other people. Get on the catapult. You hit the catapult like 3 times, whatever. You jump on it, and then you will literally fly over the map into the blue team or the red team, whatever, into the castle, right? At that point, you just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? My warriors were over there distracting everybody. I'm over there I got the chicken bottle. Chicken bottle, they use up like throw a trick about somebody, they become chickens. You know, you become chickens for like, I don't know, maybe 5, 10 seconds or whatever. At that point, it's just all out war. I'm trying to get to the princess downstairs and get her out. At some point, the other team gets out of the chicken state, come at me, my warriors, my mages, whatever. We die. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So most of the time I'm just over there trying to get my warrior and my mages into the castle with me, so I can get to the princess to get her out. Cause most of the time they weren't really getting to the princess. It was mainly just me when I was playing. You probably have a few people who did it, but most of the time it was just literally just them fighting and me trying to be a ninja without the ninja hat, if you catch my drift. Then at some point, one another, they'll break the door down. So now I gotta go rush from my princess duty to the door. Got our door is broken down. So when your door is broken down, you can just walk right into the castle without having to go through any painstaking things like breaking it down, whatever. You can just walk right through and walk out, basically, with the princess. And no one would switch to the worker. So I'm over there doing it by myself, like Bob the Builder. Okay, I'm really Bob the Builder out here, fixing castles, fixing catapults, upgrading hats, upgrading shit. I'm over there getting the princess, breaking the well, fixing the well. I was really out here, bro. I was literally holding this castle with duct tape and glue. Okay, really. But it was still so much fun just running around with 32 people. Just 16 on one side, 16 other. It's just an all-out free-for-all trying to get to the princess, and it was just a lot of fun, honestly. I really wish they would have made a second game of this, and they did, but it wasn't a game that I wanted, honestly. Basically, the second game was called Fat Princess Adventures, and if you played Minecraft, I never played Minecraft, not my game, but Minecraft is kind of similar. They made Minecraft, I think Adventures or whatever. It was like, it was like a 4-player dungeon crawler game, hack and slash dungeon crawler game. So Fat Princess did the same thing, but this was way before them. So this was back in I believe 2015. I believe, yeah, 2015, because that was when I was in college. I remember the game came out, I was so excited, and it was Fat Princess Adventures, and I was like, what is this game? Like, this is not the Fat Princess that I played. Like, this is not the same chaos of 32 people running around trying to get a fat princess to their castle. Like, it was not the same. Basically, it was you go in 4-player co-op. You choose between warrior, mage, archer, and it wasn't worker, it was engineer, and they all had unique skills and paths or whatever. But it wasn't the same, man. It wasn't the same. It wasn't Fat Princess. I don't know why they even tried to do that. It was just not. It was like, I think it had like a 66, 61 on Metacritic or whatever. It was lower than Fat Princess the original. So it's like, what was even the point? They should have made Fat Princess 2 a piece of cake. Maybe bigger teams, bigger maps, more classes. That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. I don't know why they chose to do this Fat Princess adventure game. It was just dumb in my eyes, honestly. Honestly, it killed the franchise. In my eyes, because have you seen Fat Princess at all? Have you even heard about it? I'm pretty sure you haven't at all. If you're new, if you're like a newer gamer or whatever, or you're kind of old school, but this game probably went into the ether. You know what I'm saying? Probably went into the sun. It disappeared from people's eyes. Like, this game, I haven't heard a wink or whisper in probably years. This is probably the first time you even heard about Fat Princess, honestly. But yeah, I feel like this game, Fat Princess Adventures, the 4-player dungeon crawler, was just the thing that put the nail into the coffin. Because the first game was well received. It was like, I think it had like a 71 on Metacritic. It had a lot of positive reviews, I believe, if I read it right. It was just, all I had to do was expand on that game, not make it like a 4-player co-op game like that. Like, it was like who cares about that? Wasn't originally what you wanted. Like, the original thing was 32 people, chaos, no one playing the objective like Call of Duty, and you just hope for the best. But enough of that. Enough about the negative. But yeah, that's my stance on the second game. Second game was just terrible in my eyes. I played it for like a session, I believe. I think my cousin, we'll just call him Turtle, and we'll Turtle. I think me and Turtle played for like a few, like a match or whatever. But it was dumb. It was dumb. So anyway, back to the original game, the better game. There's this other thing. After you win the game, right? There's this section where whoever had the highest amount of points in the game, you get points if you do a certain task, or if you kill some people, if you upgrade or whatever, upgrade hats or whatever, you know, that stuff. Or you grab the ore, gather wood, whatever, to the outpost and everything, you'll get points. So whoever had the highest amount of points between both teams, right? This is both teams. No, between no, it wasn't both teams. That was only team deathmatch. Or free for all. If you won, right, you're the red team. So if I won, let's say if I won, right, I think I won like once probably. No, I won multiple times, honestly. But I'm talking about as highest person. I think I was like the highest person once, because there's a lot of people doing killing and everything. I was mostly focused on workers, so I was playing the objective, and you know how that happens. You play objective, you're most of the time you're at the bottom or you're in the middle. So I had at one point I think I was at the top, and when you're at the top, you get this special ability called this special hat called the Grim Reaper. So for about, I think maybe, I want to say a minute or two, because at the end of the game they give you 2 minutes to go through, you know, your scores and all that stuff, like, you know, whatever, and before the next match or whatever. So you give you like 2 minutes of just pure killing, right? The blue team will come after me. So blue team will come after me, right? As the Reaper, you have instant kill on, basically. You just running around with a scythe, instant killing everybody. The blue team just slash. You just in there chopping up heads, chopping up weapons, chopping up bodies. Just meanwhile your prince is over there eating cake. Your red team over there, yeah, we won, bitch. So you over there. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, the main goal was basically to get the Grim Reaper and multi with eyes. That was like the main goal. Like the main goal is to win, right? But the second main goal was to get the Grim Reaper, because that's when you can insta kill the whole other team. So that was a lot of fun. And overall, honestly, Fat Princess was a fun game. It was a fun game. I just wish I just wish they had a chance to do a second game on a bigger platform like PS4, PS5. Honestly, I think they would have made a lot more money if they would have made PS4 version of the game with bigger worlds, bigger maps. You know, maybe 2 princes at one time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They could have done a lot of things with the game if they wanted to. I don't know why. It just chose that Bad Princess Adventure path, and that was just way off the mark, honestly. If they would have just stuck with Bad Princess, the original, they would have been able to have like an actual like good franchise on my part. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Honestly, I just wish they would have done more. But overall, I had a really fun time with it. I just really wish they come back. Honestly, like this is a really cool game. Only game. I don't know if you can play it now if you emulate it, because I don't think it's even on the PS3 now. And it's definitely not on Steam or whatever. So it's like, but the problem with emulation is that you can't play online. So you're kind of just stuck playing solo. Honestly, maybe co-op if you can have people on the same screen play together. But I mean, it's not. I mean, it's sort of fun, but it ain't like it was online. You know what I'm saying? If it was online, it'll be crazy. Could you just imagine just like if you can do 32 player you're at 32 player co-op at this day and age with streamers, bro. Massive, right? You just have 16 people on one side, right? And then 16 people on the other side streaming, like just with microphones. I don't think you use microphones back then. You probably could in PS3, yeah, you could. I don't think nobody really used a microphone. Or I think it was pretty hard. Either way, or at least I didn't hear them. I didn't play much. I didn't play much online with mics, honestly. Only people I talked to was Nick and Turtle back then. Even then, it was even then, but it was over at my house. You know, want to live with me, and then the other was my cousin. So, you know, so it's my brother, and my cousin. But yeah, I think if Fat Princess where it came out in this day and age, it would definitely be a big hit. It'd kind of be like Fall Guys, but I don't think it'll fall off like Fall Guys, honestly. Just because this is a lot more team based, and I think team based is a lot more easier to find like a niche, find like a better engagement and viewing. You just have 16 people just yelling at each other most of the time, like, no, go over here, the workers over there, blah blah blah, kill this guy, get the ore, where's my ores at, blah blah. You know, chaos could be fun, honestly. But overall, I very much enjoyed my time playing Fat Princess. I really hope it returns someday. The adventure getting stay in the grave, and all that stuff. So, did you play Fat Princess? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and on your way out, I'll see you all in the next video, and later.